Hello and welcome to more Final Fantasy X-2. This is going to be a bit of an odd video in the fact that this is post-commentary and the second half of the video will be live commentary. The reason that this is post-commentary is because this first half is going to be raising the chocobos in order to unlock the chocobo dungeon or the ruin, the Comland ruins or whatever the game calls it. It's the chocobo dungeon for all intents and purposes. The first thing you'll need, and actually before I say anything, check the description for details and information and other stuff that you can reference. Some things that I probably won't end up mentioning here because I don't have like a list of what I should be saying, but still, check the description, read it, it's important. Anyway, the first thing you'll need for this method, I don't know if this is the most optimal method, this is just the method I know, and I know other people use this method as well, so we're just gonna roll with it. You'll need 4 level 1 chocobos that have the bold attribute. Now, I don't know if this is required, all I know is that generally you'll want to go with bold chocobos for this method because they're much more efficient and much better at this method than the other chocobos, and I'll explain that kind of... Actually, I'll provide a link to explain why they're better for this method. You'll need 4 level 1 chocobos with the bold trait. These can be caught more easily in Chapter 5, in Chapter 5, the Thunder Plains, the Kilika Forest, or Bikanel Desert. So, Bikanel Island, Bikanel Desert, one of those two, I'm not sure which, I don't think it matters, the difference. You'll need those. They're easier to catch there, but it's an 80% chance, something like that, 80 or 90% chance that it'll be bold in those locations, but the chance of it having a max level of 5, which is also very important, they have to have a max level of 5. That's unknown to me, I have no idea what the chances of that are. So there's multiple levels of RNG to get through here. It can take 30 seconds if you get real lucky and chocobos spawn in every encounter, which is incredibly rare. Or it can take multiple hours like it did for me. It actually took, I think, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that, to actually catch the required chocobos, which is on the higher end of what it'll usually take, so I got really unlucky there. Usually it'll take probably about an hour to catch the chocobos. Anyway, once you have those started, you'll want to make sure those are selected as your chocobo runners. You can talk to Clasco. There's a tiny miniature chocobo at the front. If you don't see him there, you can talk to that and he'll show up. Make sure those are set to your chocobo runners. Then you'll want to dispatch all 4 of those to the Comlands, and then here's where it gets kind of repetitive and grindy. Then, once they're all dispatched to the Comlands, just go outside of the Comlands, fight 7 encounters. I recommend you put a lure bracer on to make it a little bit faster. Fight 7 encounters, and then go back into the Chocobo Ranch and save. This is very important. Save your game before you talk to Clasco? Is that his name? I've already forgotten the dude's name. I think it's Clasco. Before you talk to him, save your game. This will allow you to do something you'll see me end up doing later in the video, where if a runner does not return, you reload. You need all 4 runners to return every time. From what I've seen, as long as the first chocobo runner comes back, it seems like they all come back, but this might just be luck on my end, because every time the first chocobo is the one to fail. I didn't bother to check the rest, because once one fails, it doesn't matter. But as long as the first one didn't fail, it seemed like all the rest came back, so I don't know what's going on there. But either way, if one of the runners does not come back, you have to reset the game and reload your save, and then it'll re-roll, because it's not saving if your chocobos are back yet or not. So every time you reload, it'll give you another chance to get your chocobo runners back in one piece. If you're on the HD version, you can soft reset the game, which you see me do, rather than reset the PS3. I believe it's shoulder buttons plus start select. I don't know which shoulder buttons, just hold all of them and then hold start and select, and it should reset your game back to the game select screen. Not very fast, but you know, it's what we've got. Faster than resetting the PS3 anyway. Once you've done that, make sure you restore their heart levels. You can ignore what I do when I'm feeding the chocobos, just say feed to restore heart levels. Don't worry about feeding them a specific amount at that point. And then feed them the required greens to raise them a level via the What is the menu called? Raise chocobos, probably? I think it's raise chocobos. Use that menu, feed them the required greens to level them up, and I'll explain what required greens are in a second. And then send them back out to the Calmlands. And then repeat this process until they hit level 5. So you'll go to the Calmlands 4 times and their level will hit 5. So the required greens to level are, for level 1 to 2, it's 10 Pasana greens. You don't have to pick the kind of greens. So 10 greens. Level 2 to 3 is also 10 greens, 10 Mehmet greens. Level 3 to 4 is 30 Mehmet greens. And then level 4 to 5 is 40 Silkus greens. Now, if you've done no other chocobo raising, you should have plenty of greens to do this all in one go, because you gain greens as you do random encounters. So you don't need to worry too much about that. If you don't have the required greens, just do some random encounters. Classico will gather up greens as you... I think it's every 6 battles in Chapter 5 you should get some greens. I'm not sure on the exact number right now, but I think it's every 6 battles. So that's the thing. So keep raising their levels, go to the Calmlands every time with all 4 until they're level 5, which means they'll have been to the Calmlands 4 times. These are very specific numbers. Once you've been to the Calmlands 4 times, go ahead and raise their heart values, all that. They're all level 5. Go ahead and take Chocobo 1, 2, and 3 to the Calmlands and leave Chocobo 4 behind, and then do 7 more battles so they return. It's always 7 battles, unless you're using the amazing Chocobo, which I'll talk about in the next half of this video. And then, once you've got that sorted out, go ahead and head back to the ranch. Chocobo 1, 2, and 3 must return, just like before. And then raise all their heart values, take Chocobo 2, 3, and 4 to the Calmlands, and leave Chocobo 1 at the ranch. And this is important too, keep that in mind. At this point, you can go out and do 7 battles if you want. It's optional. It'll bring your Chocobos back if you want to use them for additional item farming or whatever, stuff like that. You don't have to do the 7 battles though. Go ahead and leave the ranch. I go all the way out to the Calmlands. I don't think that's required. I think you just have to go out the door and back in. And then go back in the door, as I just said. And a scene will play out which will unlock the dungeon for you. Inside that dungeon is a bunch of stuff, which includes the amazing Chocobo, the high power garment grid, and the anything eater, and stuff like that. The amazing Chocobo will not flee, unlike other Chocobos, but it returns after slightly more than 3 times the number of battles, but it gets better items, so, there's trade-offs there, I guess. But anyway, that should about cover this. Remember, read the description. There'll be, all the steps, all the, important information, as well as a link to the Wikia on this subject, which actually has all of this stuff in it, which is very nice. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys with live commentary in the second half of this video, where we actually go through the Calmlands ruins, or the Chocobo dungeon, and kill the anything eater and whatnot, so... Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in like 4 minutes or something. Hooray!
Lady Yuna, what should I do?
What's wrong?
This way, hurry! The chocobos founded. They seem to have scented one of their own kind.
Well? Well, what? I bet there's an amazing chocobo inside. But wimpy little me can't go find it myself, is that it?
Yes, that's exactly right. See?
Alrighty, we're back. Now with live commentary. I don't know how long this dungeon actually is because I've never been down here because it's tedious to unlock it. And all it really does is give you a chocobo, which, if I don't like using chocobos to begin with, I generally don't care enough to unlock more chocobos. But either way, we're down here. I don't have a map. Which is a terrible idea. I should probably use some form of map. I should also probably put something on here. Put it on her. To remove any potential random encounters that might be. I don't even know where I'm going. Like, I don't know the proper direction. Let's just keep going this way for now. Well, this is a suspicious camera if ever there was one. There's a chest down there. I don't recall pushing that button, game, but thank you, I guess. I'm moderately suspicious of this camera angle, so much so to the point where I'm actually going to remove the charm bangle and put the champion belt back on. This is the setup we're using, by the way. I was going to have her use Ragnarok Soul of Thamasa, or whatever that's called, but her health is way low as a white mage. Having said that, Dark Knights have ridiculous health and defense, so I guess they're not something to compare to. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything suspicious down this way, but we are in fact fighting things, for what that's worth. We should easily be able to one-shot everything down here. The boss, on the other hand, mini-boss, sub-boss, whatever it is, I'm not actually certain about. I was thinking it might be slightly closer than that, but apparently it's not, and I really would like to have Champion's Belt on. I need to stagger them. I really would like to have Champion's Belt on for the fight rather than Charm Bracer. Oh, you know what I could do? It's a thing I generally don't do because it's kind of cheaty, but if we go to one of our captured monsters, this is a thing I generally don't do, by the way. You can actually put the charm bangle on them, and unless that's a thing they fixed in the international version or HD version, which doesn't seem like they did, it still works. Despite the fact it's not in your active party, you can still actually use the charm bangle. It looks like this is a dead end, and it looks like it does still work, so if you were unaware, that is a thing you can do, so let's go this way then. This also looks to be a dead end. Oh. Well, there's your anything eater. How you doing, buddy? So now I get to do the boss fight. Let's see how well this goes. She should probably be healing, but we're gonna go ahead and use her to throw out... Where's it at? Protect on everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and use you. Throw out haste on everyone. And hopefully nobody dies. Let's go ahead and throw out Shell, because I don't actually know what abilities it has. It has Flare, so... Fair enough. Where's Kiraga? There it is. I could put Regen on people. It takes too long to put that on everyone, though. I could just use an item, I think, to do that. The downside is everyone having Shell is the fact that everyone now has Shell, so... Her heals are not going to do very much, but they're also free. So as long as we can out-heal him, which we should be able to, this fight is fairly easy. He is quick. He's basically a Chocobo Eater that's a little bit stronger on the offensive front, but his health is really low. He hits like a truck for what he is, but he has basically no HP. It's weird. In fact, I probably didn't even need to buff as much as I did, but for future reference, that's about what you would do. You'd put Protect and Shell up, and then you just spam heal everyone. You can haste if you want to, but you know, whatevs. There's a Chocobo somewhere in here, and that's what I would like to find. Now, where in here it is, I legitimately don't know. We can't go that way. This door won't open. I know it's a door because I clicked through it. Which is a great way to figure out if something's a door in a video game. That doesn't open. Does that open? No. What the heck is going on? That's just that doesn't do anything. Where am I and what am I doing? Who knows? Maybe I need to go back and then through the other sides. Jump. Thank you. Because we know there's a thing this way that wouldn't open. Maybe it'll open now that we've killed the anything eater, which eats anything if you're curious. Also may or may not have something to do with the Chocobo Eater that was running around earlier. On Beacon High Road. We got pixie dust. I don't know what pixie dust is. Is it an item? Do I have pixie dust? Is it an accessory? Hold on a second while I figure out what the heck this is. It is an accessory. Raises magic by 40. Oh. That was way less exciting than I was actually anticipating it being. So now we have to go... I assume there's a third door, because it's a video game and everything's in threes. I'm assuming there's a third door to my left somewhere. Oh, how we get over there, I don't know. I'm making a pretty big assumption in the fact that there is a door to the left. Is it this way? There might be more than 3 doors, I don't know. There's a chest over there at the very least. I hope that wasn't a one-way jump that I just did. We, however, cannot get that chest because, Jesus, it's really high. We can climb up this, though. Where's this at? Is this where I came from, or is this another door? Appears to be another door. With another chest in it. We can check back here, actually. Is there another door down this way? There's another something down this way. I'll assume that's a door. How does one get to that, though? It looked like, actually, that door may lead to that chest that was up there that I couldn't jump to. At least it seemed like I couldn't jump to it. Yeah, that's real high up. Can I go further left? No. I could go this way. This is a freaking puzzle. This is a maze and a half over here. At least we're getting items. Not necessarily great items. We can't go this way anymore. Surely, eventually, don't call me Shirley. Eventually we'll find something over in this direction that allows us to get to a freaking door so we can get the stupid Chocobo and get out of here. I'm not certain if you actually need the Chocobo, to be honest. I'm making the assumption that you do. I don't know where this is. Let's just keep going this way. I'm making the assumption that you do because, you know, what else? What other reason are you going to come down here except for to get the Chocobo? That just goes back down that way. That doesn't help me any. I was just down there. Well, what's this way then? Does this lead back to the entrance? Where the heck is the entrance at this point? I think I'm gonna have trouble just getting out of here. Is this the entrance? What is this camera doing? I'm so lost. I'm like several levels of lost at the moment. I think this is the entrance, and then we ran that way, right? Maybe? We jumped across the things. We didn't go this way, I don't think. What's over here? Hopefully a chocobo of some description. That was a weird jump. This looks like a one-way path. I'm suspicious of one-way paths. And that goes down. There's a chest here. Well, I didn't actually mean to fall down, but we got a blessed gem out of it, I guess. That's a chest I've opened, so I've clearly been down there. Is this one way? Doesn't look like it. There's also a chest here. Somehow, despite being terribly lost and I think going in circles, we're still finding chests, so... Also appears to be a door. Is it the final door? The final countdown? Oh, it's got a chest in it. There's that, I guess. The ABC of repair. Good thing I've already finished that side quest, so I can use that. Good job, game. That's a repair manual for the boss in Jose Temple. We still can't open the stupid thing to get to the stupid chocobo. Probably because we have to open this one, but I don't know how to get to this one. I may have to look up a map. In fact, I will look up a map. Hold on. Typey keyboard is typey. Let's see. Where's the wiki? Does that have a picture? I don't think it did have a picture, but maybe it does. It would be awfully convenient. It does not. Gosh darned it. Well, who does have a picture? I may have to actually edit this. Because it looks like no one has a freaking map for the place. Which is annoying. Let's see. Does this have a picture? No, this has a list of things. Apparently there's something that spawns here that doesn't in the US version. Known as a Sahagin Chief, which I may have already killed. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do some editing here, so I can find like some form of freaking map for this place. I'll be back. Alrighty. I found a map. Now, if I'm going to actually be able to do anything with that map, I don't know. It's basically the premise of that. In fact, not even entirely sure where I am. I think I just passed where the Chocobo Eater was. So if I'm following the map here, we got a weird camera angle, we go over here. And this should be some form of square here. Looks like it is. And I think we can go this way? This is a really convoluted place. Even with the map, it's just convoluted. Although I think I'm going the right direction here. We go this way, and then there should be some jumpy jumps. There are jumpy jumps. And the thing that confused me is I thought this was one way, but yeah, apparently we can jump over that way. So that's all I was missing, was the fact that you could jump around that corner. Actually, can we jump up that high? I mean, I'd be surprised if we could jump that high, but where else could we possibly go here? Nowhere. So, okay, we can't jump that high. Fair enough, and I think there's a chest around the corner here. No, it is. What is in it? An AP egg, which is an extremely useful accessory. May as well go ahead and show that off, actually. They're also extremely rare, but there you go, triple AP. Hooray! Really good. I will be using that later. Oops, camera please. And this is the only door I'm actually missing, so we'll be golden here in a bit. In a bit, that's right. Machina reactor. What's that for? It's a key item. It's probably way down here. There it is. Oh. still don't use the Besaid key, but whatever. Enables Machinima to learn break HP limit. Pretty useful. Machinima is Riku's special, by the way. We haven't actually used it, I don't think, but it's alright. Not my favorite, but whatever. We done did it, guys! Yay, we had to cheat and use a map, but still, I didn't know this stupid corner jump thing.
So this is the amazing Chocobo?
Looks pretty choco boring.
Well, it's Choco bolting!
Don't go! Good girl. That's right. You don't have to be afraid as long as I'm here. Come home and live with me. I'll take you to your friends.
Aw, they're Choco bonding.
Classico would be pretty amazing if he only learned to do things himself.
They make a cute couple, don't you think?
We need more Chocobo-related puns. Quite clearly. Hooray! We got the high-power garment grid, which I may or may not use. Who knows? Also got an achievement. Hooray! This should be an episode complete as well. Which leaves Bikanel Desert to get an episode complete on. Well, and Bavel, which is going to take ages. I was mistaken when I said, I don't need to do the rest of Bavel to get 100%. That's, yes, I do, I just don't need to do it to get Mascot. Excuse me. Which, yes, means we have to kill Trimma before we finish the game. So, I'm going to be horrendously over-leveled for the final boss, and there's basically nothing I can do about that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and show the garment grid. We should have got an episode complete anyway, I don't know why we haven't there. What was it called? I've already forgotten now. I've legit forgotten what the heck it is that we just picked up. I just wanted to see what its higher power there is. Break HP, it's got a heart shape, interesting. And equip break HP limit. Break damage limit if you go all the way around, but it's pretty expensive to do that, or it's pretty time consuming to do that. So break HP limit's pretty good there. Not entirely sure why we didn't get an episode complete there. I thought that gave us an episode complete. But it seems to not have done so. If I could actually type relatively quietly on this keyboard right next to my microphone, that'd be nice. We're not done with the Comlands anyway, but this isn't a thing. Oh, it does say episode complete. Okay. It just didn't pop up, or I wasn't paying attention. Who knows? It's more likely the latter. But before I end this video, there's one person we need to talk to. Thankfully, we come in right next to him, so he's not too bad. Well, whenever it loads, anyway. Hello. I had a yawn. If you recall, we took ages ago to get this guy married. You know. Time to see what all your hard work got us. Look at all these folk. 4 people at a tiny chocobo. Why is there a tiny chocobo there? Maybe too good. Hooray, he's mighty grateful. We got a speed bracer, which is an extraordinarily good item if I am recalling the correct item here. Yep, there you go. Auto haste. Joyous days. There's another item that gives something else. Speed bracers are really good because auto haste, but there's another item that gives a whole bunch of status effects, and I can't remember what it is though. But either way, plus you can use Hastega, so it's nice to have for that kind of thing in and of itself. But auto haste, if you get 3 speed bracers, is extremely good. Anyway, what's that number that pops up at the bottom? I just noticed that. Oh, the EXP, that's what it is. I never noticed that before for some reason. So that's going to be the end of this video. I don't believe you can do anything else with them. so, you know, whatever. What's up with this tiny chocobo down here? Oh, shortcut. You know what? Let's go ahead and head over there. Let's investigate our newfound amazing chocobo. He should be up here. He's always in the same spot. Yep, there he is. He's very bright. Also, my other chocobos aren't back because I haven't done enough battles. Anyway, here he is. Amazing Chocobo Command Center. Explore Spirit Chocobo Support. Ready to head out and support its Choco friends. You see here. So you can send them out to keep chocobos from running away. Doesn't always work, but considering how infrequently they run away, if you send them to the right place, that's not a bad deal. Can't look after chocobos you've already dispatched. It keeps its own schedule. God dang it. But this one. Okay, so you have to check with it and take the treasure before you send it back out, or it just keeps the treasure. Fair enough. Takes 22 battles or something like that for the chocobo to return. You could just stand by. I'm sure he's full on energy there, considering we just got him, but I'm not going to use him right now anyway, because I just wanted to look at him. I don't think you can do anything via Class Go with him. There's his own little system over there. He operates on his own schedule, as I said, but either way, thanks for watching. This should bump us up to God knows what percentage. I don't even know what percentage we're at, to be honest. Let's go find out. 95, maybe? No, I don't think it's quite that high. This is the save I was using for that, so we'll just save over it. And there's no reason not to save over it. There's nothing there that I would actually lose. So what are we at? 92, alright. 3% off, good job me. So we have to do Bikanel Desert, which involves mostly catching Cactuar, which is potentially going to be tedious because I had to defeat the last Cactuar at the least, and that's apparently very difficult. And then we have to do Bavel, which will be tedious because we do have to defeat Trima, which is at the very last floor of a 100 floor dungeon, so I'm sure that'll be fun. Apart from that, the rest of the game, as far as I'm aware, is in the far plane, so end game stuff once we're done with this. We can technically go to the far plane now and get some of the storyline out of the way, because you can go down there and come back up, but just so I don't confuse myself, I will leave all the far plane stuff for last. It does mean we're going to be extraordinarily over-leveled for the final boss. In fact, we may even be level 99 for the final boss, which is much higher than you'll ever need to be. But because I'm doing 100%, there's not a whole lot I can do about that, so whatever. Apologies, it's not I can do about it, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.